Hello and welcome to another episode of Cinder's Playground. I am, of course,
And
your host Cinder, and
oh,
joining
whoops!
me. Go ahead.
I thought we were doing the the old way, And I'm Jose. Well, it's been a minute.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna change. Yeah, like I said, yeah, definitely remember for us recording together, like I said. But I gotta take these opportunities when I get it. But hopefully, in the future, we can do this more frequently on a more consistent basis, which
Yeah,
I would like.
100%.
Sure. But, but of course, I'm gonna do my little side projects, shit that I know you're not necessarily into, and stuff like that. But for the most part, it'll just be us two doing this, talking about geek shit. And speaking of which, what we discussing today are future DC projects headed by the man you see on your screen, James Gunn, who is the ringleader, you would say, of this whole new DC reset. First of all, if I get into the projects, we're gonna break them down, and what our expectations are, or what we think they're gonna be, and I'm gonna give you some info like who writes and who directs certain things and stuff like that. But before I get into all that, though, so what do you think of James Gunn being at the head of the helm of this new DC
I think I
universe?
have faith in him. I mean, he's hit for the most part, I think. Uh, so yeah, I think them giving him a try, was a step in the right direction, at least.
I mean, yeah, I totally agree. Like I said, I mean, from like the Guardians movies, we already know he has a sense of he's a comic book nerd. Like I said, he loves this shit and like that. And I think you definitely need somebody like that, who respects the source material. I cannot emphasize that enough. Respects the surface. Respects the source material, and don't want to be, oh no, this is my version of so and so and stuff like that, man. So, like I said, I like that he's like that, and I'm looking forward to see what he brings to the table. And of course, we're gonna start with the first thing we're gonna get out of him, which is Superman, which comes out July 11th this year. Um, have you seen the
Yeah, I
trailer?
saw it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. All right. First, give me your thoughts on the trailer.
um, it was it was good, I guess. I didn't really have I didn't have any expectations for it. Um, this is one
Mhm.
thing I probably would disagree on, but I guess he's trying to make it so that, it's different, but obviously I think most people would agree that they should have kept the original Superman. Um, yeah,
Or Henry
as
Cavill.
opposed to the new guy, but
Mm.
um it's whatever. Like I'm gonna wait until I think I'm gonna just watch it in theaters and try not to spoil too much of it.
Yeah, I mean, not for nothing. I love Henry Cavill as Superman. I thought he was awesome. I was hoping moving forward he would still be the guy, but I guess James wanted to just scrap everything and start fresh.
I can't
Which
blame them, but
I know.
I think they should have been exceptions.
Yeah, yeah, and like I said, I mean, who's gonna be Wonder Woman, man? Like I said, I thought Gal Gadot
Yeah.
was good, you know. Like I said, and somebody's got to fill her shoes too, And it's just like, man, like I said, I mean, obviously not everybody was good, you know, before, but um, I thought Henry was good, but so I'm with you. I'm gonna try not to do what I do with the Joker. It's just like match this guy to Henry
Yeah.
Cavill, which I
I mean,
do
it's
all the
hard.
time.
I'm not gonna
You
like
know,
say it's like easy or whatever, but I feel like it's only fair to just give everybody a shot and yeah, not trying to compare at least.
I mean, yeah, yeah. I mean, well, let's say I'm more open to this comparison, I should say, than the Joker one. You know, um, you know, uh, I mean, I'm going in with no expectations. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just let's see for what it is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see for what it is. If it's good, cool. If it's not, then like I said, he has some work to do. But would you agree that like if this turns out bad, like if audience like shit on it, is that you?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, my bad.
Hello. Alright. Uh, well, if this turns out bad and audiences turn out, would you say they're already dead in the water? Because this is like his first thing.
Yeah, this is
Would
gonna
you
be
agree
like
with that?
the tester.
Litmus, yeah, the litmus test, if you will. Yeah, like I said. But if he knocks it out of the park, you know, I'll have more faith in him going forward. You know what I mean? Um, but like I said, I'm just going to no expectation. Like I said, I like what I saw in the trailer. I like that. You have crypto. Like he's crypto's never been a
Yeah,
thing.
like little things like
He's
that
sneaking
that
money
that
in,
haven't been yeah, I like that he's
explored
doing
yet.
that.
Yeah.
So that's a good
hmm
kind of
You
good.
know,
Yeah.
definitely a good sign. Yeah, definitely a good sign. Like I said. And then all the cameos we saw in that short trailer, I'm like, oh man, he's put a lot in here. But I think he's doing that to set up other films and series and stuff. Because like I said, we saw like Hawkman, I think Hawkman or Hawkgirl, I forgot which one. We saw a Lantern, Lex, obviously, and if you remember, like in the very beginning, he's like he falls to the ground, he's like blood is all. So it gets me wondering, who the hell beat the shit out of Superman? You know what I
Yeah, you're like,
mean?
damn,
I'm
he got
just like,
fucked up.
what?
And that's like rare to
Yeah,
see most of the time. Like,
yeah, he doesn't
yeah,
bleed, bro. So for somebody who beat his ass like that, I was like, damn. So, but I like the fact that he's keeping it on the wraps. Whoever did it, like I said, I mean, it could be Doomsday, but he's the only guy that comes to mind in my head, you know. But who knows? Like I said, it could be somebody else, man. I mean, shit. So I'm open to like the surprise. The fact that he's leaving it a surprise, which I hope he does up until launch, you know, to see who his big adversary is in this film. I like that he took that approach, man. But we'll see. A few more months, you know, so we'll see. Oh, the next thing. Oh, before I go on too, I just have to note that there's only like three things that have an actual date. Everything else is just in development. So going forward, so these other things may happen, may not happen, maybe a long time for it to happen, but they're on
I
the
feel like that's
docket, if you
also
will,
a
for
good sign.
2025.
If I think at least I think that means that he's willing to change things around and listen to audiences. Because I
hmm
feel like
Yeah,
some
yeah.
people just put dates and then they're like, "All right, we're gonna release it whether people say it's good or bad." And at least like they're gonna he's trying to listen, I guess, keep his ear on the ground and listen to what people have to say. And maybe, I don't know, I feel like that's why things are being moved back, or they don't have a set date, because it's pretty easy to have a set date. They've always done it like that, but I feel like the reason why they don't is because of that.
I mean, I agree. Like I said, if you don't put a date on it, then there's no need to rush or anything like that, and just throw shit together. And plus it gives whoever's making the film time, to do what they need to do. And if they have to do some reshoots, so be it, man. Like I said, so I like the fact that not a lot of these things have set dates. But the next thing does have a set date, and that is Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. So this is set for June 2026. Now, um, do you like the fact that he's going Superman to Supergirl, or would you rather see somebody else?
Yeah, I mean, she may play a part, so I'm not yeah,
In
so
the
I'm not
Superman movie,
sure
yeah,
yet.
true.
But I feel like that's cool, like, you know, if they are somehow tied.
hmm Yeah. Or maybe they'll just introduce her in the film, which I'm
Like at the end or
assuming they
something.
will. Yeah, serious film. And then it's like, okay, so next year, again, we'll watch out for this. She's gonna have her own film and stuff like that. Who is this now? This is Millie Alcock. is Superman. Superwoman, excuse me. She's 5'4", yo. And she's from
Wait, she's a
um,
Supergirl?
Super.
Oh,
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that. I haven't seen her or anything. It doesn't look familiar, at least. You know. But there's another uh cast that's here. That's definitely this is definitely gonna set him up for his next thing. In that this we're gonna get Jason Momoa as Lobo in this.
that's one
Um,
hire I do like.
yeah,
Like, I feel like he was always meant to
yeah,
play
yeah,
that.
yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, like I said, so perfect for him.
And he's excited about it too.
So yeah, so we're gonna get.
Like
Mhm.
that's like a plus.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's into it, man. Okay, I'm not gonna say he dropped the ball with Aquaman because that wasn't on him. He was just doing what he told. But but this, I think he can really sink his teeth into this and make it work. And hopefully we can see a lot of him in upcoming projects and stuff like that. So yeah, he will get introduced in Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. Okay, next thing I have is now this is a weird one because I don't know. I don't know how people keep trying to do this, but it's a Clayface movie. Now, I don't know how I feel about villains getting their own film. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I don't like it. I feel like I don't know. I haven't seen one that I liked, so I can't say
Hmm.
that I do like it, but hopefully there's like a twist or something. I don't know. It's just like usually when like why I don't know. That that usually in my head it doesn't work. Like
Yeah, especially if you don't have the hero and you just have the villain. It's just like, well, I mean, why am I watching
yeah.
this? You look for that conflict between the good versus evil, man. Like I said, in the villain movie, it's supposed to make you feel sympathetic, I guess, for the villain or whatever. But you know, no, don't do it, man. I feel like yeah, it's a waste. If you want to use Clayface, put him in a Batman film. Like I said, don't give him his own film. But this is set to release in September 2026. So, well, we'll see if they go through with it. All right, next. Oh God, this thing. Um, I don't even know if this is ever gonna come out. It's the Batman Part Two. It's set for
I'm
October
excited for that.
2027. If we ever get to see it, like I said, I'll be in a wheelchair by the time this movie comes out. It's been pushed back 3 times now, I
Yeah.
think. Bro, like I said, what is Matt Reeves doing, man? Who's the director? I'm like, bro, like, what is taking so long? I mean, I'm sure this guy, what's his name? Who plays Batman?
Damn, I'm blanking. Yeah.
Robert Patterson. Yeah. Yeah. I was like, I'm sure he ain't doing shit. But maybe Matt Reeves is directing something else. Maybe that's probably why.
I thought they were done
But still,
shooting, but
man, I'm just like
I'm
that.
not sure.
Yeah, man, that's way too long. Way too long. Like I said, I mean, you don't want to. You want to rush it, but then again, you want to, like I said, make it while people are hyped about it and still excited about the film and everything else. But like I said, the longer this takes, is more is like I'm not gonna care.
Well, as long as the finished product is solid, I they could take some more time. I don't mind.
I don't
I
know,
mean,
but
obviously,
like
I
I
would
said,
want it to
but
come
I
out
mean,
like
maybe
this year, but I don't know how.
yeah,
I thought they were working on part two before they even did
really.
Superman. So that is a long time.
Hmm. Yeah, it is, man. Like I said, so I mean, let's see. I mean, like I said, depending on what I hear as we get closer to it, I'll probably get hyped for it. Like I don't even know who the villain is or anything like that. There's been speculation, about villains, but who knows? Um, so like so, yeah, that's the one we definitely really have to wait and see for sure. But we'll see, we'll see. Next one is I know you don't watch a lot of the DC animated films, which you should, because you're doing yourself a disservice, man. Especially the Batman ones, man. They're so good, man. You know, um, but yeah, there's an animated film called The Dynamic Duo, and this is slated for June 30th, 2028. Yeah, but I think it's gonna be like because most of their anime movies go straight to like streaming or whatever. But I think they're gonna put this one in the theater though. Um, but so what do you think about that? Doing animated Batman and
I
Robin.
wouldn't mind watching it in theaters. Yeah, I just don't know when they come out and stuff like that. So that's why I guess am disengaged into the animated movies. But I do
Mm.
hear like DC sucks at real live action movies, but they're great at animated movies, and Marvel sucks at animated movies and they're good at live
Yeah.
action. So
Mm, yeah, that's been the narrative for like the past decade, man, for sure. But no, I really love the fucking DC animated stuff, man. It's so cool, man. But I just want to mention that. Going next, I got let's see what's the next thing? Ooh, this one. Oh man, when I saw this, I was like, oh, this is gonna be good, man. And I know you're not familiar with it, but I am. I read this when I was deep into my comic book, collecting and reading, man. It's a team called The Authority, bro. And they're like if the Justice League was fucked up, hero still heroes, but fucked up.
like
Oh
Invincible fucked up
man.
or
Kind of like the
oh
boys
shit.
fucked up, you know. So man, they're so dope, bro. Like I said, man, and it's seriously, they even got their own Batman and Superman, man. Like the Batman is called like Nightwatch, and I think uh the Superman is called Apollo. Oh man, and they're gay, and they're like dating. So it's just like, oh man, so that should tell you how like far beyond the league they are. Oh, they're so dope, man. And they kill motherfuckers, bro. Oh, so I'm like, oh man, I can't wait for this shit to go, bro. Oh man. Oh, but it doesn't have a release date or anything. But like I said, Gunn says he wants to do it. And like I said, he's just, we're in pre-production now for this. So, oh, like I said, but just from the little bit I told you right there, I mean, are you intrigued?
Yeah, that sounds interesting. Like I always like different takes on like things like that, like how like in the boys, like how it would actually look like if we did have superheroes and stuff like that. Or
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
superheroes not being like 100% uh for the good.
yeah, hmm yeah, for sure, for sure. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that whenever that comes out, man. I will definitely keep my eye aware of that one because I'm gonna follow that one very closely. Next thing we have is The Brave and the Bold. Now this is a live action movie and it's Batman and Robin. And as I said before, this is going to be separate for Robert Patterson's Batman. So James Gunn is going to get his own Batman. So we're going to have two different Batmans in the same, well, not in the same universe, but two different, I guess, realities where Batman exists. Um, and so The Brave and the Bold, this will be the first time we'll see Damian Wayne in live action. So I'm very interested to see who they're going to cast as Damian. And like I said, how how this movie's gonna go. I mean, it's gonna be like they just been together, or they're gonna be meeting for the first time, you know. So that definitely interests me, and I love Damien too, bro. Like, and I know you're not too familiar with him, but dude, he is so good. And it's funny too. He's probably like the one, maybe the second character who initially I hated, but over time and reading and seeing him more, I was just like, dude, man, you're something else. You're something else, man. And the fact that he was brought up in the League of Assassins, which was Ra's al Ghul's guild, he just thinks he's better than everybody wants. And like I said, he thinks he can beat everybody, even his dad. I mean, I know I have that, I didn't, I like the boldness, I guess, of him, and stuff like that. And I hope they get the dynamic between him and Bruce, because that's what makes Damien, in my opinion. So what do you think
Yeah, no,
about that?
I agree. Yeah. I've always wanted to see like how Robin looks like in live action. I know we had him in one of the movies, but I forgot which one it was. The one with like Arnold Schwarzenegger as, yeah.
Batman and
Um
Robin.
I think I always wanted to see that in live action, like portrayed again and done right and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I know
definitely.
that they were heading towards that. It looked like in, the last Batman trilogy, which would have been
Yeah.
awesome because I felt like those movies were like top notch. But to see somebody else try to give it a crack at it and then see how it goes, especially with James Gunn under the leadership, I'm interested in seeing that. They got me booked in.
Mm-hmm. Oh, oh yeah, and another plus I think this film has going for it is the writer is also a comic book writer himself, and he did a run of Batman and Robin, so he definitely knows what he's writing and what he's talking about. So I like that fact that they're actually getting comic book writers to write these movies. Good on him, James Gunn. I mean, for implementing that, in his universe. What do you think about that, though?
I like it. Yeah, I'm a fan of it. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like I'm not. I'm always down to see a Batman movie and stuff like that. So
Oh yeah,
I'm
for sure.
never, I'm never not
Yeah, for
down.
sure.
So even I think I've seen like little projects like on YouTube and stuff of like that. I don't know. Batman's always interesting to watch on the big screen. So
Oh yeah, like I said, I mean, characters been around for so long. I mean, I think you agree with me. I don't get tired of seeing them. So like I said, if you want to keep pumping out more Batman stuff, so be it, man. Just do it right. You know. Um. Next, oh man, so another movie. We got a live action Teen Titans movie, man. That's on the docket, bro. I love the Titans. As far as DC goes, man, it's like I think I even like them better than the League, if I'm being real. You know.
yeah, they always had like a like
Nah, I
the
love.
cool. Like I like the ones I've seen were the animated ones. So I like all the characters that were
Mm-hmm.
there. They all had special abilities, and I like
Oh
how
yeah.
they meshed together.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I said, because they definitely come in conflict, man. I mean, there's drama there, obviously. Because they're young. And I think they also have the added weight of being in the shadows of their predecessors. You know what I mean? Like I said, like Robin and Kid Flash, and you know, Donna Troy, who's also Amazon, like Wonder Woman, like in Raven, who we know whose father is evil and stuff like that. So, like I said, they, you know, most of them have, like I said, that chip on their shoulder where they want to step out and not be in the shadow of their, counterparts and stuff like that. So I think that brings a definitely cool dynamic to this team and everything, and I'm definitely looking forward to see, well, one, who they cast, and two, which members are they going to use, because they're like the Avengers. They've, had so many people come in and out, through the years, but I think they will use the OG team. If I'm mistaken, well, not the OG team, but the main line team that's been there for the longest, which is Raven, Cyborg, Flash, Robin, Beast Boy, Starfire, and Donna Troy. You know, so I think that's the group they'll use, but we'll see. We'll see. They might throw somebody else in there. You never know. All right. Look at it. Next. Oh man, got another fucking villain film. And I heard this. I'm like, why? Why would you do this? This makes no sense. These are two good characters. You should put them versus their hero. So yeah, it's a 2-for-1. It's a Deathstroke and Bane movie for whatever reason. And yeah,
You think these are
I don't
gonna
know
tie into
why they're gonna do this.
like the like Clayface is gonna be like you get his origin, and then at the end you see Batman just beat his ass at the end. Like you think it's a really Batman movie, but they're they build up the villain movie so you can kind of get a taste of like why the villain's a villain, um and then the hero comes in and saves the day, or because it doesn't make sense. Like
Uh,
even Clayface, like I've never seen him as a person you could really write a whole movie on, and like he's a
yeah.
good villain. It's just I don't know. That's like a lot to process in a movie, and then the same thing with Deathstroke and Bane. Like
Bane here. Yeah.
you can, but if you noticed, a lot of great superhero movies are great because the villain has a good story, and they able to squeeze like
Mhm.
a good amount of villain origin story quickly into the hero movie. But maybe he's spinning it like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird because, like I said, I like both these characters, man, and I think they should be in their standalone, not standalone films, but film with Batman. Going 1-on-1 with Batman. You know, um. So, like I said, and I've been dying to see Deathstroke on the big screen. Oof, bro, he's one of my favorites. Dying to see Deathstroke on the big screen, man. I want it to happen, man. Oh, interesting side note about that, man. Because since James Gunn's gonna have his own Batman, you know who said he wants to be Batman
Who?
for him? I forgot the cat's name, but you know that show Reacher on Prime.
No.
Oh, all right, yeah. Google it real quick. I mean, now or whenever, man. Like I said, that dude is jacked, and he's young. He's probably like barely 30, and I'm like, oh man, I'm like he could work. He could work. um, but yeah, if he nails that role, if he snags that role, I'm like I'll be satisfied with it, bro. I'll be satisfied with it.
Yeah, he looks like he would be a
All right,
good
next
Batman.
thing, man.
Yeah.
Oh, you saw him? Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, he definitely. So I wouldn't complain. I wouldn't complain. All right, next thing we have Swamp Thing, bro. And this is written and directed by James Mangold. Do you know who that
No.
is? Well, I tell you what he did direct. He directed
Ooh.
Logan, man. So I think Swamp Thing's gonna be in good hands. So yeah, this has yet to get a date, but James Mangold is attached to it. He said he's working on it. He's working on the script now. So hopefully in the next 3 years we can see Swamp Thing back on the big screen, man. Because there was an '80s Swamp Thing movie, but it was okay. But now I think they can make it really work, man. Because since that original movie, in the comics, he's evolved. His powers have evolved so much that he's probably one of the strongest. And I don't mean physical strong. I mean he's probably one of the most capable, strongest entities in DC. Yeah, they just upped his power tremendously, man. Like I said, wherever there's like grassland, he can appear, or everything like that, man. Like I said, he's just so dope, you know. From where from where he started to where he is now in the books, man. Like I said, he's something else, man. So I can't wait
Oh
for see
shit.
Swamp Thing. Next thing. And this actually broke, I think maybe a couple weeks ago. Oh, all right, maybe I'm lying. Maybe like a year ago. A year ago. But we're gonna get a Constantine 2 with Keanu reprising his role. What do you think about that?
That would be great. I like Keanu. He does a good
Mm.
job in all his films.
Yeah, like I said. I mean, I like the first one. Like I said, but you never saw the Constantine TV
No.
show though, right? No, but that guy was really good too. I mean, I thought he nailed it, like the whole Constantine look and the accent and the outfit and just the mannerism. He had it down, man. But like I said, they want to go with Keanu, so like I said, uh, so we're looking forward to it. Like I said, I mean, this doesn't have a date attached to it either, but we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Um, next one I got is it's called Waller, which you see in the thumbnail here. This is gonna be a show on this is gonna be a streaming show. Of course about Amanda Waller makes up who um creates the Suicide Squad, whatever, but I probably have no interest into watching this. What are your thoughts on
I
this?
don't know. I don't really care for the character. At least the ones I've seen, like
Mm,
she just seems like a pretty bad person. But I don't know.
I don't know. Like so, I mean, well, like I said, you rave about the Penguin so much. Who knows? Like I said, this might be right up that alley. Same thing, Um, but I mean, it depends. If it's just her, I want to see her acting with supervillains and stuff like that. If it's just her, I'm gonna be like, no, I want to see some supervillains. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Yeah, I got to see some supervillains for me to have any kind of interest in this show. And the next one, what you see on the screen is Booster Gold. Now, I know you're not familiar with him, but he's a hero from the future who came back to the past. I forgot the original reason he came back, but like in the future, like he's like the man. He's like the hero. But it's funny. But in our universe, in our current timeline, like I said, he's just like C tier hero,
Damn.
which is so funny. Which is like so funny, because like in his timeline, he's the man. Like he is like like I said, there is no Superman anymore. It's like it's him. You know, he's the guy. you know, but he fell into our timeline, and he's just like dude. So it's probably gonna be like an action comedy, because that's the way he's written mostly, kind of like Deadpool is. So that's will probably be like that, which sounds like a fun time to me. So I'm definitely down to do it. I hope they get somebody who's funny to play Booster, you know. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. If the casting is right, I'm on board for that. And well, the last thing I got there is Lanterns. This is going to be a series chronicling not just Hal Jordan, but all the lanterns and how they operate and everything like that. So it's not going to be just based on Earth. We're going to see the lantern core and, and how people get their rings and stuff like that and where they come from. I'm sure, because it's not just humans. We have different kinds of species who are
Yeah.
lanterns. So I'm sure. I mean, I don't know if they're going to do it like an anthology where each episode we focus on a different lantern, or they're gonna like intertwine and react and help each other out. So definitely curious about this because I mean I'm not a huge Lantern fan. I mean I only like one, and that's Kyle Reiner. I like him as Lantern, but most people say Hal is their favorite Lantern. But I like Kyle because you want to know
Why?
why I like Kyle? But I like how better than Hal because it's funny because his day job, he's a comic book artist. So, so if you're a ring holder, the construct you make comes from your mind. So if he's writing all this cool shit in comics, and just imagine the shit he can make
Oh yeah,
through
that
using a
makes
ring. That's
that
why
look cool.
that's why I like him the best. You know, he makes mechs and shit and like big ass torpedo guns and shit like that. Man, he's like, yeah, he's off the cuff. You know, like I said, far better than Hal, in my opinion. When Hal just makes a big fist, you know, or something like that. You know, so that's why I like Kyle. Kyle's awesome. He's my favorite. He's my favorite Lantern. So hopefully he better be in the
Well,
show. You
didn't
know,
they have
find
Guy
another call.
Gardner in
What?
the Superman one?
Yeah. Yep. So we're gonna see him. You know, we're gonna see Guy
What did you think about that
because I'm
guy?
sure that
Um,
I have no idea who that is. I have no idea who that. I mean, who's playing Guy? You know, but you know, I mean, he kind of looks like a dick and got caught. I mean, Guy's kind of a dick. So yeah, I think that works. You know, like I said, I mean, he like I said, he's like got into it with like Batman, Superman, you know, Doctor Fate. Yeah. Yeah, man, he's kind of obnoxious, not gonna lie. You know, but I think that's why he has such a fan base because he's so different from everybody else. Because people like him, believe it or not. You know, I don't, but like people like him. So yeah, like I said, I'm sure when we see that Superman movie, that'll be his introduction into James Gunn's universe. And like I said, so we'll have somebody that we recognize going into this show, you know, and who knows? Shit, we might see more than one Lantern in Superman. Who knows? You know, but I doubt it. It'll probably just be what do you call it, a guy. But he might mention like Kyle or John Stewart or somebody like that. So John Stewart's another one. So I'm sure he'll be in the show too. Which I mean, do you have a favorite Lantern or
um,
not?
John Stewart.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, a lot of people because you know they grew up on him from the Justice League cartoon, so a lot of people love John. You know, like I said, but Kyle's my like I said, I get it though. A lot of people do like John. Shit, I think I even have a John Stewart comic,
Oh
believe
damn.
it or not. Yeah, man. Like I said, I mean, I don't hate on him, but you know, like I said, he's not my favorite. You know, but Hal, like I said, people love Hal too, man. I think Hal has a bigger fan base than probably any Lantern because he was the first. Well, technically, he wasn't the first; he was the second because the first Lantern was in the Silver Age comics, and I forgot his name, but you wouldn't if you looked at his costume, you wouldn't think he was a Lantern. It's like totally not Cal. Hal set the stage for the prototype Green Lantern outfit, and everybody's kind of different. Made their alterations to make it look different. But Hal's is like the OG Green Lantern outfit, which I like. It's like slick, it's simple, man. I love it. But yeah, but that's all I got so far for DC stuff. So, any one project you really,
I
really
mean,
like?
you already know it's gonna be
I mean,
all
besides the
right. The Brave
Batman,
and the Bold.
besides
If it's not Batman 2, it's gonna be
okay,
Brave and the
yeah,
Bold.
man, yeah, yeah. I mean, that's gonna work. I think that'll work, man. I definitely want to see Damien on the big screen for sure, bro. Like I said, I want to see somebody like take that role and run with it. That's what I want to see, man. Like I said, but I mean, both of us are Batman fans, so like I said, you know, like I said, we uh, we what's the word I'm looking for? We
Yeah.
yearn for Batman content,
I
man.
was
That's what
trying to think of the word too, and I'm like,
yes, we yearn for Batman content, man. There's not enough, man. Not enough. At
no,
least
I
not for me,
agree.
bro. There's not enough Batman content. Not enough, man. I mean, probably my third thing. Swamp Thing. Yeah, that'll probably be my third thing. Like I said, because you got the director from Logan doing this, man, and then Logan is awesome film. So I'm like, yeah. Like I
So,
said,
what are your top three?
I said Swamp Thing, Brave and the Bold, and probably I'm not gonna say the Batman. I'm gonna
Oh,
say
okay.
Titans then. Yeah, Titans. Yeah, Titans. Yeah, like I said. Like I said, Superman, like I said, we're going in blind. We don't know what to expect when we see this Superman film. So, like I said, I mean, and that's probably something we can do as an episode after we watch it. We can do a critique of it and take it apart, so to speak. What we liked, what we didn't like, and like I
How
said,
we feel about James Gunn?
yeah.
That's fair.
hmm like I said, yeah, like I said, because this is going to set the tone. Like I said, good or bad, this is going to set the tone for this, reboot of the DC universe.
Yeah,
I'm
I
sure you
agree.
agree with that, right? I mean, yeah, like I said, because this sucks, man. It's only gonna get worse. So I mean, like I said, with the fingers crossed. Like I said, he did a good job. Which, if there's anybody who can make Superman good, I think it's James Gunn. So, like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing what he brings to the table and what he presents us as comic book fans, and fans of like superhero movies in general. And so for sure. All right, man. So I think I'm gonna call it here. Thank you for spending time with me this afternoon, and we're getting this done, man. And yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do next. We have to discuss that off air. But hopefully the next video will be me and Jose again talking about geeky shit. Um, I am of course your host Cinder. If you want, you can get in contact with me on Instagram at Cinder666. I post about updates about the channel, geek news, and just funny shit I find on the internet. So if any of that appeals to you, consider giving me a follow. I also have a TikTok where it is Cinder6667. Um, Same deal. Geek news, funny shit I find on the internet, and updates on the channel. So if you're on one or both of those, feel free to drop me a follow. If you want to stay up to date with what's going on in the channel, what I'm working on, or anything in geek culture, news, man, I'm your guy. Um, and what do you call it? And I'm gonna send it over to my
And I'm
co-host.
Jose. You can follow me on Instagram at JoseCE90. Let us know. Let us know what you like, what you want to see more of, and we'll get that done for you.
Yeah, like I said, yeah, we're definitely open to suggestions. Like I said, in the past year, I've had maybe 2 or 3 suggestions about topics for us to discuss and dissect and stuff like that, which I have no problem doing. Just let us know through our socials or in the comments for sure. And also let us know which one of these projects are you looking forward to the most. I definitely love to know, because definitely like to poll people. I actually might put a poll in my socials for this after this goes live, and see which DC project everybody's hyped about, man. Like I said, but like I said, a few more months, we're gonna see what James Gunn has been cooking up these last 2 years. So looking forward to it, man. But all that being said, I am Cinder. He is Jose, and we will talk to you
Peace
guys
out.
later.